we're about to take this one out and we're about to get that one wrapped. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect the battery, go up there and pop off the steering wheel. It's just a little pro tip. When you pop your battery off for your trunk, go ahead and just lay a rag right here so your trunk won't close. Boom. So you sit it down like that, it won't close. You see I got my little flathead screwdriver right here. Poke the flat tip screwdriver through right there on both sides and pop this off the airbag. All right, with those popped out, you can go ahead and take the steering wheel off. You're just gonna disconnect these little wires back here, and then you're gonna pop the steering wheel out. I know it's kind of dark. Let me see if I turn on the flash. Then pop this little wire out back there. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that wire out. After you go ahead and pop this one out from up here, you go ahead and pop this white one apart as well. That's what they're talking about right here. When you push the screwdriver in here, you're basically just pushing this in, and then it'll open those up there, and you'll pop the steering wheel right out. So now that we have the airbag out, we're gonna go ahead and pop out the 16 millimeter, but don't forget to pop this one out right here as well. Oh, almost forgot one more wire. This one down here as well. You got this lower wire right here, this wire up here, this wire right here is for the airbag, and this wire right here is for the airbag. So once I get this all off, I'm gonna take this upstairs, continue with the breakdown of the video of how to get everything else out. So what we got right now is a 16 millimeter impact. Yo, this little Milwaukee impact comes in handy so much. I got this thing, I paid $100 for this. I think it was the dude looked like he was on drugs. It was brand new. I don't know where he stole it from, but I appreciate crackheads that's out there still doing business. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, you don't got crackheads that steal and sell no more. Everybody just want free money, like panhandling and shit. This dude right here that sold me that. He was stealing and selling, and he was stealing good shit. So I appreciate him, man. And it ain't look like he stole it from anybody. He stole that from like a store. So appreciate him. But back to this. So now that this is out, I should be able to just wiggle this off like that, and it'll come right out. Now this is supposed to be notched. I think it's notched. Yes, it is. It only goes on one way. So when you put the steering wheel back, it has a little notch right there on the back, and it'll only go on one way. So just leave your stuff right where it's at. Boom, I think it was like that. Leave your stuff right where it's at, and your steering wheel should line up once you put it back on. All right, so here are both steering wheels, right? This one is the one that I got professionally done. And this is what I was talking about. You see back here? You see how it's all tucked under? He did whatever he had to do. He tucked that in, and then he glued it back together. This was the DIY one that I did. And yeah, I couldn't do that. So what I did was I just threw it on there, stitched it up. This wheel is way more thicker than this wheel, and this is the feel that I'm going for. However, this is a manual wheel, and this is an auto wheel. So you see you got the paddle shifters. And I was thinking while I had the wheel out to buy some new paddles. However, I don't know if I could pick those up locally here in Korea, but I'll ask around and see, and that'll be a few more bucks that I'll spend. But this is why I took this wheel off. As you can see right here, this is the DIY, and you can see how it's stitched up. It's loose in between there. You can see that it's not super neat. However, it does feel a lot better than the OEM wheel. Compared to this wheel, you see how this is stitched up in here. Stitched super good, super clean, all the way around. No problem at all. But if you want to delete your paddle shifters and you got a Supra, I got a manual wheel that you could use on your auto Supra to delete your paddle shifters. All right, so what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna go ahead and take these pedals out, these screws out for the pedal shifters, and then we're gonna go ahead and pop the screw out for the back of these, and then we're gonna pop the whole thing out. And then we should be G to G, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. This is a T20, and I got this ratchet, but I should have bought a screwdriver, but Go ahead and pop these out, which I went ahead and took the paddle shifters out, and I went ahead and took the 2 bolts in the back that they go right here, that hold this down right here. So with those out, now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull up on this and pop this part out. And once you pop that out, you could take out the little box that is underneath the bottom there. Go ahead and take these 2 little bolts out right here, and then you could pop everything out from in here, and then the entire thing will be disassembled. All right, so just like this, everything is disassembled. I'll go ahead and pull that out. Oh, gotta be more careful with these. Go ahead and pull that out right there. And basically, I probably didn't have to disassemble everything all the way down this far. I'm gonna leave these in here. However, I did that because it's easier for him to work with whenever he's wrapping the steering wheel. You can see the OEM leather from when they did it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this off tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this right here. I know I'm gonna hear about it as to how long this is gonna be on the table, how long. Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. I run shit around here, bro. Boom, that goes there. The wires tucked back in here, boom, boom. So we got that in place. We go ahead and tuck all these wires in. This cover, go ahead and start pushing it down in here. Yep, that side is good. You got to force it a little bit to get it into the, there you go, that side is good. And now we're good, right? Go ahead and put these bolts in, those in the back. They're also a T20. All the bolts on the steering wheel is T20. It's not that hard, don't be intimidated by the steering wheel. So don't be scared, make sure it's snug. These go in here like this. Both of these sit in here like this. Boom, that's how it's gonna sit, just like that. It'll sit just like that right there. But let's come back to the front. You gotta put the 2 bolts in on the front. So you got one over here, and then you got the other one over here. You just gotta put those back in, secure the wires. Go ahead and get this reassembled on the side. Boom, we Gucci. And that's it. This wire plugs in there, this wire plugs in up there. This wire also plugs in at the top. Then we have these wires over here, which we could just tuck back here, which actually they have the hole for that. So ultimately the steering wheel came out absolutely amazing. We got everything tucked back in. Up here at the top, everything is really tucked, like the sides, they fit really well. None of the leather is shown that was cut too short or anything on the edges. So this is perfect. Like, I like this right here, and the feel is amazing. One last piece we gotta do is down here. We just gotta put this cover part back on. Everything down here was secured, snug. All the wires are good to go. 2 bottom pieces, those are in. That, we're good there. This side is in. And then this side is in, and boom. I don't know why, this was the easiest and it gave me the most trouble for some reason. And we are Gucci, the bottom part of the steering wheel is in and we're good to go. Hey, my bad, the camera was zoomed in and I was wondering why I could have zoomed out and give y'all a better perspective, but hey, too late now. I'm not about to re-record all of that. However, everything is connected up in here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this down. I'm gonna install it on the car and then I'll get a little video of how it looks. In here, it's like a flat part, so your steering wheel can only go on one way. You don't have to worry about it being like out of line. Boom, right there. Go ahead and connect up that wire. Connect up this wire. That's good, that's good. You have the other airbag up there. And all these wires are tucked in, all the paddle shifters, everything worked. So what we're gonna do now is go ahead and just tighten it back up. Now this is a 16. Make sure you do get a 6 point, not a 12 point when you're doing these. especially with the impact. I don't know what the torque spec is for this. And I don't think that's coming off, so we good. Yo, the feel on this wheel is freaking amazing. Like, this is one of the best mods I've done. So with that being done, now let's go ahead and reinstall the airbag. But you got these two wires right here. Just go ahead and reinstall it. I wish I could show y'all my point of view, but we went ahead and got that in. Now, all you gotta do with this is just push it back. See, just like that. And that's like fully secured. You're good to go. So with that, the steering wheel is back together. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up and I'm gonna start the car and everything here should be good. Yo, this is a banging ass feeling on the steering wheel. This steering wheel came out super, yo, bruh. You don't understand how much better this feels over OEM. Yes, it is an OEM wheel. However, it feels nothing like an OEM. Damn, this shit feels good. Pause. Pause. Hey, yo. Now with that being said, everything's wrapped. Yo, the paddles, they don't get in the way. The wrap doesn't get in the way of the paddles or anything. And just go ahead and keep your OEM wheel and get it rewrapped, man. The Beamer wheel does look nicer with the skinnier part right here. However, I just love the OEM wheel on the Supra. It looks clean. The leather looks nice. Tell you what though, ain't no Audi boy fucking with that. Hey, Audi boy, Audi boy, Audi boy, Audi boy. You ain't fucking with that boy. He think he doing something. He gonna drop his little video of what he doing. But he think he doing something. But it is getting warm here in Korea. You can see that I'm sweating a little bit. Plus I'm bald. I need to shave my head. But I appreciate everyone that have been watching. I know I haven't been consistent with putting out content. I'm getting back more and more consistent, getting out here in Korea, meeting people. So I thank you guys. I appreciate you guys, everyone that watch. The 6 people that do. I appreciate everybody that has been supporting the content and everybody that's still supporting the content. I'll continue to drop more content for you guys. This was a small video. I got another video that's going to come out next week as well. You'll like that. It's something that I did install or tried to install and it did go wrong. So if you go back and watch the videos, you guys might know what it is. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Now, I didn't go over the tools you're going to need for this job, but it's super simple. You're going to need the T20, which mine is upstairs. You guys see me using that to take off all the screws. You're going to need a 10 mil. That is for your battery. You're going to need a slim flathead or Phillips head screwdriver. That is going to be to pop your airbag out on the side under here. There's a little hole. Stick that through there. Pop the airbag out. Then you're going to need a freaking 16 millimeter. This is to pop the steering wheel off. So once you get that, all them tools, you'll be good to go and you can take your steering wheel off your Toyota Supra.